a diamond from gold. Maybe you are something I cannot define. Maybe you are the fallen kind.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So, special treat for you today. Stang Mode has flown me out all the way from Tennessee to New Jersey, and we just tackled a header install last night. This is a long tube header from Texas Speed. Awesome stuff. Texas Speed long tube headers, catalyst system paired with the active exhaust. And if you don't know anything about the headers with the active exhaust, it's arguably the perfect sound in my opinion, and Stang Mode's as well. When I had my 2018, I did the Texas Speed catted version with the active exhaust, and it was perfect. No rasp, deep tone, and I was really excited to see, you know, what that would sound like with the catalyst system. And I'm going to tell you, it is the ultimate combination. It is perfect sounding. It's deep. It's everything. It's not raspy. Even with the X pipe, it's just perfect. So I'm going to spin the camera. We're going to take an up close peek at his personal car. This thing is beautiful. Let's go take a look at it. Look what we have here. We have the Black Mamba. So this is a 2018 Mustang Performance Package 401A. No Magna Ride, but he does have the active exhaust, and we just did the long tube headers. Look at this wrap. I am in love with this. So on pictures, you know, when he first did the wrap, you know, everybody, I personally loved it, but a lot of people, you know, didn't, because it was this kind of two-tone look, you know, the matte on the gloss. But in person, and hopefully this video does it justice as well, it is perfect. I love it. All right, so what we want to do first is, I really want to give you my opinion on black Mustangs, dark colored Mustangs in general. You guys know, if you follow me, that I like the brighter colors. Black is not necessarily my cup of tea, but, and the way he has done his car for me really kind of changes my mind. So you can see that we do have some pre-production stuff on this car. So you have the hood vents there, you have the splitter down there, the grill, the upper and lower grill. It really comes together. Those are MMD parts, you know, not available for order yet, but they look great. Look at this splitter. So this is about the same length and design of the PP2 splitter. It's very aggressive. It's not overly done. I think it looks fantastic. I love the wrap that he has done with this. Very tasteful mods. All right, guys, so taking a look at the inside, this is how you're going to run really fast times at the track. You pretty much got the interior. Now, when he actually goes down, he will pull the rear seats and everything. In the trunk, all of that mess is taken out too. But, you know, just saving some weight, especially with the wheels. You know, this is definitely what you need to do, you know, just to free up some space and a lot of weight savings whenever you do go to the track. And that's pretty much what this thing is turning into, is a full build. All right, guys, so as we go under the hood here, you can see that it is all business under the hood. Strut tower brace is removed, the engine cover is removed, all for racing purposes. And of course, you have this massive and beautiful JLT intake. I have codes for these, discount codes, in my descriptions if you want to purchase one of these and save some money. But I really do think that JLT is the only thing that you should buy intake wise for your car. JLT makes great stuff. They are sponsored for the channel, but before they were sponsored, long time ago, I've been running JLT for years because they've just been perfect. Awesome company, awesome guys, customer service is great. But down here, see if we can get a shot. Look at those. Look at those headers. All right, so great car. So really only one thing left to do, and that is, of course, we're going to drive it after the header install. This thing is loud. I'm gonna tell you, it's perfect sounding exhaust. Love it. So let's go ahead and hop in the car and see how it performs. He's running E85, so JLT intake, Rob Shoemaker tuned, That's the only one that you should really be considering is Rob Shoemaker, Palm Beach dyno, and Texas Speed long tube headers with a CGA Pony parts, just pretty much generic X pipe. And you can get the long system with an X pipe from Texas Speed as well too. So that is what I had in the 18. But the way that this car is set up, exhaust wise, perfect. And then active exhaust in the back there. So let's go take a spin. You know what that sounds like? So that sounds like a GT350.
That's not bad at all.
No.
That's very quiet.
Yep. That sounds just like a GT350 cold start. It's not too loud. That's definitely not going to wake the dead. Your neighbors will love you for it. All right, guys, we're in the Black Mamba. So we are going to go ahead right off the bat. The weather is not playing around with us right now, so it is raining. So we're going to try to be as careful as we can. But I'm going to put it in Sport Plus mode so we still have some nannies on. And we are off. So this is my first time driving the Black Mamba, and I will do a full professional review of this car in the near future. So no worries about that. But for the sake of just the long tube headers, this is what this is all about. So I'm not looking at you. I am trying not to get hit. So I do want to give a big shout out to Stang Mode. This is his car, and if you're not following him, which you probably are, but if you're not, you need to be. You really do need to be. He is doing awesome things in the Mustang community. He's a big voice, you know, for all things Mustang related. So definitely go do that. He's got a hot and heavy build, and this is just the beginning. And I'm actually going to be following in a similar footstep, so we are going to separate the builds a little bit. But as far as exhaust goes, this is going to be it. Now, one thing I want to point out very quickly is I am in Sport Plus mode, and let's go ahead and put the exhaust in track. We are in track. So I'm cruising around. This is a 10R80 car. It's very quiet. It's very livable. You heard the cold start, you know, with the long tubes, and it's cool because you do have that feature where you can turn the cold start on, you know, by default. So every time you start the vehicle, it's in that cold mode, and it sounds pretty normal. So we got some sharp turns here, and we are on slicks and skinnies pretty much on the public street. So, but oh my gosh, you just hear it. So, but in track mode, just driving around, it is livable. There's no drone. I hope that my camera focus is doing weird things right now. There's no drone with this exhaust. There's no rasp. It's deep. It's gonna sound on camera a little bit high pitched, but I'm telling you, it's just not. In person, you have to hear it. On camera, everything, it's not gonna do it justice. So now we are just gonna go find a nice little open stretch of road and have some fun. All right, guys. Only professionals do this. Don't do what we do. It's raining a little bit. It's kind of a drizzle. We are on an ET street in the back, and it's a pretty sticky tire, but there's not a lot of traction for wet weather. But these roads are pretty grippy, so we'll see. I am stopped right now. We are in track mode. We're going to give it a little pull, and if we start to lose the car at all, and what I mean little, I'm talking about little, because there's going to be obviously part 2 to this. We're going to be safe doing this. So let's just see what we do. We are in track mode. We're going to go a little bit. I'm sorry, Sport Plus mode. Downshift, God bless! Oh man! So this car has a JLT intake, Rob Shoemaker tune. You have the active exhaust with the headers catless and E85. This feels like 500 horsepower. It's gotta be. I can't wait for him to dyno this car so he can come back and show us what the real numbers are. But man, oh man, That is the truth right here. Let's do that again.
Sounded good. I know there's a basically half throttle, but you got to.
Yeah, I gave it, and I could feel it spin a little.
Felt it. I felt I was like starting to lose.
But it went pretty straight. All right, so let's do this again. I'm gonna go from a dig. Just a little bit, no big deal. So we're in sports. I'm gonna go into track because I can control it. I'm gonna get so much hate for this. We'll go ahead and probably turn this off. Turning traction control off. We are off. We're ready to go.
All right. Oh shit.
Yeah, there we go.
All right, come on. Call it.
Yeah. You get scared a little bit?
I get back here scared.
So we were losing it a little bit, but in the hands, hey, it's pretty good. All right, guys. So we do have the man himself, obviously in the back seat, but there's no passenger seat for weight savings. So it's pretty much a track monster, and hopefully the camera will focus. But we're gonna have a little bit of conversation. The car is dynamite awesome. This is definitely the direction I'm going to go again with, because I had the long tubes from same company before, and I'll be doing it again, obviously this time. Unless somebody gives me some free headers, but that's not gonna happen. So if I'm spending my own money, my own hard-earned money, Texas speed, period. The end. That's your answer. Catless, I had the catted version before. Catless is pretty much about the same volume, and I was told by some of the guys before, definitely want, you should just go catless because, when I did it before, I was missing a few extra horsepower, so you do gain that with going catless, and it is not obnoxious, it's not unlivable. I'm in track mode right now still, and we're having a conversation. This is completely livable. I'm in 5th gear, under 2,000 RPM, no big deal. Outside of the car, it is a brutal force nightmare. I'm sure it's going to be loud, it's going to be violent, it's going to wake the dead. But in here, hey, we are comfortable. I can take a nap, but not while I'm driving. But anyway, so what are your thoughts?
No, I just want to reiterate with everything you just said. This is my first ever catless headers on a Mustang, and dude, epic. Totally agree with you 100%. I'm sitting in the child seat back here, but Xander's 100%. The way that the car is so civil, I was expecting not to be able to have a conversation with you, and the car is gutted. Imagine when we put the soundproofing material back in, the full seats and everything. It's still so civil, and I think you have to do that with the active exhaust combination. And you said, like, what is the extra H pipe? $100?
Right.
What is it? $700-800 for the? You got an epic horsepower, sound, everything with this setup. So yeah.
Yep. So cool thing that he's done here, and we were, especially me, more so me, was a little nervous that it was going to sound like a Corsa catless system with the extreme on like a 15 to 17 car. Very loud, very raspy, very, very high pitched. If you haven't heard that in person, it will break your eardrums. It'll just make your ears bleed. It really will. This is about the same level of volume, but it's a lot deeper with the active exhaust. And there's no kind of weird rattling tin can sounding note coming from those mufflers, from the factory mufflers back there. But again, you have got to have the active exhaust for it to sound like this. With the regular mufflers, it's not going to be as clean. And that's what I want to say. Probably the best word to use for this whole setup is clean. It's perfect, 100%.
I can see the excitement because that's what you're gonna get in yours.
I'm picky
Yeah.
when it comes to things, especially like exhaust. I had a 2016 and I had like 6 different catbacks on that car because I was just unhappy with all of them, and that's nuts. Nobody buys 6 catbacks, you know. Of course, I sold them and I lost money every time, but I ultimately just ended up with an American racing system with their long system, which is the same thing that Texas Speed offers, which is what I had on the 2018. But you don't need to do that. Buy your factory connect headers from Texas Speed. Use your existing X pipe or H pipe that you already have from, you know, CJ Pony Parts, Stita, any of those companies. Pair it with your active exhaust. Done.
H pipe will give them a deeper tone.
H pipe will give it a deeper tone. It'll be a little quieter, but it will also have a more kind of bassy idle. The X pipe just flows a little bit better. So generally speaking, if you guys don't know, H pipe will give you more low end torque. X pipe will give you more high end horsepower, and they do sound completely different. But I'm telling you, don't be afraid of the X pipe with this system. I'm gonna tell you, if I didn't like it right off the bat, I'd be over here like, dude, you need to just change that $100, you know, H pipe or whatever. But no, it's fantastic. Job well done. So lots of hard work. I want to say again, thank you so much for flying me all the way out here, and big things to come. So we're going to do a more in-depth professional review of the Black Mamba here in the future, because I really do feel like this car deserves it. And so stay tuned for those videos to come. Stay glued to the channel, and we'll see you guys later.